If you're looking to step up from phone speakers or a small Bluetooth rig and actually fill a room with clean, punchy sound without breaking the bank, this Rane 1 MKII and ALTO TS415 bundle might be exactly what you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The first thing that jumps out is the combination itself. You're getting a proper DJ controller with motorized platters, so if you ever wanted to scratch like the pros without lugging vinyl around, the feel is there. The Alto speakers are rated at 2,500 watts total, which sounds like marketing until you actually set them up in a garage or backyard. I've seen people run these at weddings and small house parties with zero distortion, and that's the moment you realize the pairing isn't just a gimmick. You're not buying a toy, you're buying something that can actually keep up with live drums and a singer without sounding tinny. Now, let's talk about who this is really for. If you're a bedroom DJ who only plays for your cat, this is overkill. But if you're the friend everyone texts when the playlist dies at a party, or you run open mics and need reliable sound that doesn't cut out, this bundle starts to make sense. The TS415s have their own power source, so you don't need a separate amp, and the Rane controller has those performance paddles right there on the deck. That means you can hit an echo or a filter without fumbling for a mouse or keyboard, useful when the dance floor is full and the requests are coming fast. One thing that surprised me was how little setup fuss there is. The TS415s are powered, so you just roll them into place, plug in the XLR from the controller, and you're basically live. No separate mixer, no extra cables, no guessing about impedance. That's the kind of thing that saves you on setup time and keeps the energy up when you're already running late. The Rane controller itself feels solid: magnesium faders, motorized platters, all the usual DJ controller stuff, but the real win is that it's designed to be used, not just admired. If you're serious about scratching or tight cueing, the platters have the right resistance and the crossfader is replaceable, which is more than you can say for a lot of budget controllers that start to feel mushy after a few months. Where this bundle shows its limits is in larger venues or if you're trying to mic a full band. These speakers are great for DJ sets, spoken word, and small bands, but they're not going to give you the headroom of a proper three-way PA stack. If you're playing a 200-person wedding in a big tent, you'll want to add a sub or at least a second pair of speakers to fill the corners. Also, the TS415s are heavy, each one is about 55 pounds, so if you're the type who moves gear solo every weekend, you might want to budget for a dolly or a strong friend. Another thing to keep in mind is the learning curve. The Rane controller runs Serato DJ Pro, which is beginner-friendly but still has depth. If you've never used DJ software before, plan on spending a few evenings getting comfortable with the layout. The upside is that once you do, the motorized platters give you that vinyl-like feedback, which makes transitions smoother and scratching more intuitive. It's the kind of detail that separates a controller you outgrow in 6 months from one you still reach for years later. So, who should skip this? If you're only doing casual backyard hangouts with a Bluetooth speaker, save your money. If you need wireless streaming from your phone without cables, this isn't the right fit. But if you're ready to move from good enough to actually sounds pro, this bundle gives you two things that usually cost extra: a controller that feels like real gear and powered speakers that don't need an amp. The 4.3-star average on Amazon tells me most buyers are happy, and the complaints are mostly about weight or wanting more low-end, not about the sound cutting out or the build falling apart. If you've been on the fence because you don't want another half-baked setup that ends up in the closet, give this a look. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon.